Welcome back, guys. I've got some crazy heckin' news. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Oh my god. You guys can see a little bit of it. I've got diamond pants. Oh, heck yeah, I got diamond pants. You know what else I got? You know what else I got? Hold on, let me kill these guys. Let me kill them real quick. I've also got an ender chest, and you know what's inside this ender chest? Booyah! I got 20 diamonds. No, but for reals, I got an elytra between episodes. I wanted to record it, but it was so boring. I was just traveling most of the time. I was just walking, building, walking. And I just figured it was so boring. I didn't want to really, share the footage. It just took ages. And it was not enjoyable. And I didn't want to edit it. So I decided not to record it. But, you know what I did record? Absolutely nothing. I forgot to record my one death. My one death. I'm so sad. I died. I'm so sad. That just means we have to make a graveyard. We're gonna be making a graveyard this episode, and I already know exactly where to put it. Right up here. It's gonna be the graveyard of things. I don't really know. I don't plan on dying a lot, so I don't know how many more times I'll die. But now that I've died once, I'm a lot less stressed out. But I want to put it up there just because that's heckin' awesome looking. It's a nice little climb on up. And it just, you come up here to mourn and you view over the landscape. It's just going to be really cool. Now you may be asking, how did you die? You were doing so good. You went 3 episodes. You went 12 hours without dying a single time. How did you die? And honestly, I want to know also, but no. I was strip mining. Okay, I was down there strip mining. And there's this huge cave. Actually, I'll show you the huge cave. Let me go over there. So, there's this huge cave, and we're approaching in a second. And you might be thinking, what kind of cave is that big that you could die in? Well, let me just say, we're on hard mode, and what I'm about to show you is like a nightmare. It's a pure nightmare. There's lava everywhere. Okay. It's huge. And it's lit up now that I came back here. But when I had just got here, I was running low on torches because it's a huge, walk to get here. So it's pitch black. Monsters are just spawning left and right. Everywhere. There's lava everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. So, I got overrun and overpowered and I died. But you know what? I'm not even salty. I'm not even... Oh, and also, check this out. This is stone up here, right? You know what's under the stone? Lava. There's lava everywhere. It's so dangerous in this cave. And that's how I died. So, in this episode, I want to make 3 things, and we're going to time-lapse all 3 of them. Unlike the last episode where I didn't time-lapse the blaze farm, which, by the way, heckin' sucks. It heckin' sucks. This episode, we're gonna time-lapse the 3 things. What are those 3 things? Number 1, graveyard. We've got to make a graveyard. Okay, Even if I only die 3 times, it'll be nice to commemorate my deaths with a death date. Number 2, we gotta build our house. We just gotta. It's about time we have a house. And number 3, which is something I'm kind of excited about, we're gonna go visit Spawn, which I did between episodes, and it was something else. So we're gonna go visit Spawn and build a little lake, because it is very scary to visit Spawn through to the Nether hub, which isn't really a Nether hub yet. But it's very scary to visit Spawn through a Nether, just because you have to drop down from the sky, and I understand why, but it's very scary. So we're gonna build a little pond for those who don't have elytras, so they can get down without worrying about death. But first, I want to make my graveyard so that I don't forget. So let me fly up there, and I'll see you guys in a second. So during this time lapse, I made some critical choices and changed how the graveyard kind of looks. The pathway down off of the graveyard is kind of a little bit big, and I had to move my house location, and it didn't quite work out as planned, but it does look beautiful. Trust me. It is a fine looking graveyard, especially after I add the bushes and the actual tombstone. It looks a lot better. Other than that, I wanted to thank everyone for watching the series. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the server, and I got my first death, and I'm kind of glad I died for the first time, because, you know, now I'm not so stressed out about surviving on the server. I can just kind of relax, and if I die, well, then I die, and I just add another tombstone. Other than that, I've been having a lot of fun on the server. It's tough, but once you get going, you kind of get things figured out, and it's a lot of fun. Remember, if you do want to join the server, the Discord link is down in the description. It's a private server, but you can join the public light DreamCraft Light as we call it, and from there you can, if you're lucky, you'll get invited to the private server. That's down in the description, the Discord link. Come join, come hang out, and be cool. A lot of everyone here is fun to hang out with and talk to. Okay, but like, it looks pretty dope. I know. I used most of the space where my house is going to build this thing, but the staircase just looks too good. Like, I like how it looks, how it like smoothly goes up and goes all the way to the top. And then this is where the graves are gonna be if I die. And if I die more times than I can fit on here, then oof. But I think it looks really good. We can always put our house right over here. It's like a little like part of it. I'm gonna clean the bottom bit up a bit. I just don't really feel like it right now. It's gonna be a bit difficult, and I just don't feel like building on the underside of a cliff in survival mode right now. I might do that off camera, but I don't know. I think our house can fit right here. It's not gonna be too big. Of course, remember, our main base is gonna be inside this cave. Hello, zombie. You got a present for me? Oh, thank you so much. Yeet. But yeah, our main base is going to be in the cave, and then there's probably going to be an entrance into the cave from the house, and that's basically it. The house won't serve much of a purpose, especially later on. And also this side would look a lot better if I had stone, but I really don't feel like spending time cooking stone, especially since I'm out of coal. But regardless, this side could look a lot better. It's just so steep. Oh well. See, it's such a flat side, but I can fix that later on. Like, it doesn't need to look good right away. I can fix that later. Right, guys? Right? You guys believe in my ability to fix it? God, that is really flat. That's like flatter to my chest. Yikes. Note to self, edit out that joke. Yeah. Anyways, we'll fix this at a later date. Probably, or I'll forget about it. Since I do have a lot more I want to be working on. Anyways, we should probably build the first grave up there. You can see how much dirt I brought up. And I brought up a lot more than just that. I cleared out this middle chest of most of its dirt. And then cleared out this chest. But I did get some materials. I'm going to make it out of quartz. I'm going to use a oak sign. And blue letters. Oh, wrong chest. Definitely wrong chest. Not, that doesn't go in there. I'm also going to decorate it a bit with some oak leaves up there. And then I'll build some artificial trees later on. I also want to plant a flower at my gravestone. I'm just thinking of which flower I like the most. And honestly, I really like this cornflower. For the oak leaves, I want to put glowstone under it. Just for the aesthetic vibes it'll give off. But that means I need glowstone, which I don't have any of. So let's get some of this netherrack and head into the nether and get some glowstone. Anyways, let's go up here and decorate a bit. And everything that I don't use up here, I will be using down there and down here. But first we gotta do it up here. So I want to build the gravestone first, and I forgot the gravel. But I'm going to build a gravestone first and then decorate the bushes around it. And I'm thinking kind of like this. And then like that. And then 2 flowers on the side. Yeah, I like that. Boom. And then with the sign, I will write, yeah, that looks good to me. First death, the date and time, and then my name. And it's in blue. Just like the cornrows or cornflowers. And I'm not going to put anything in the gravestone. Maybe bones later on. Just to be funny. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it empty. And it'll be useful because in the future, if the world download ever goes up. Okie dokie. Next up on the agenda is probably a house, but do I have enough spruce logs for a house? I really like spruce. And that's what I want to build out of. And I forgot to decorate up there, so let's do that first. Okay, I fell down. That's kind of funny. There we go. And it just looks really pretty. My first death, and I might plant a tree on the other side of here. And then we already got a leaf, so we could probably only do one more. But probably another one right here. Okay, well I guess that's good enough. I'll have to fix this one spot later on. But I like that. It looks neat. And then if I die again, we can clear out a little bit of the bush, put another gravestone in, etc. And it just looks really pretty. It'll help decorate up here and just make it look livelier. And later we'll make some custom trees because we can't see much from down here, but it still looks really good. Next up, we probably should get some spruce logs because I don't think we have any. I think we have spruce saplings. Do we have bones for bone meal? Oh, we do have spruce logs. Okay. I also want cobblestone. Or should I use stone? I don't know which one we should use. Well, we don't have enough stone bricks, so we can always remove the cobblestone later on. Since that's all we seem to have. Yeah, that's for real all we have. Dang, I took a lot of damage. Anyway, I'm thinking right here. We'll go just like this. And let me lay out the corners. So, do I like that? Yeah, I kind of like that. It's square, but it's not too square. It's not technically a square since this isn't even, but it definitely still looks square. And this will act like a foundation, which I think will look really cool. And if it doesn't, we can always remove it later and replace it with stone bricks. But for now, I think it'll look good. I need some more cobblestone. And I could probably use some oak wood for the floor. So let's grab some oak. And some more cobblestone. I think I only need like 6 or something. Hey, there's some iron back here. Also, look, we're all out of coal. All out of coal. Which sucks. But it's alright. We'll deal with it later. I just don't want to die from another strip mining session. And I think I'll pop on the secondary camera to quickly build. So I'll see you in a second. So I built this house, and some aspects of it I like and some aspects I don't like. I also forgot to record a couple spots of the actual time lapse. That's my fault. I got distracted by something else and it got in the way, and I just forgot to record the last little bit. But you still get to see the final bit. As you can see, I forgot a big chunk of it, but whatever. That's a side of us. The house is interesting. I don't exactly like it, but I don't hate it. I might change it in the future, and I might add some blocks. It just doesn't have enough detail for my liking, but we'll see in the future. Okay, so it looks a little bit bland right now, but that's because I'm out of trapdoors. I want to add some texturing and stuff like that. Kind of like how I have this side. But sadly that requires trapdoors, and I don't have any more spruce trapdoors, but at least the frame looks good. And I guess I could take this out and put in some windows right there, and maybe here too. And I guess I could put a double window up here. Right here also. And I'm thinking maybe a big window here also. That way it adds a little bit to it. Although it's not a whole lot, it does look a lot better. Kind of looks like a little bit of a barn, but that's okay. Maybe it's these doors. Maybe I should try doing it like this. Oop. Wrong way. Just like that. Ooh, it adds depth. I like it. The inside's a bit plain, but I don't feel like building anything on the inside right now. But that's that. The last thing I want to do for this episode was go to spawn. So we're going to do that real quick, but we're going to need some dirt. And I don't know how much, so we're just going to grab all of it. And we're going to need 3 buckets of water. Whoops. And I'll show you what we're going to be doing. I think I said it at the beginning of the episode, but it's kind of hard to visualize what I'm talking about. It's very terrifying, trust me. Very, very scary. It's a really long way to the nether, or to spawn. So I'll just see you when I'm there. Or not. Hello? My nether portal just blew up? Okay. I guess we should probably be carrying this flint and steel around, shouldn't we? That was so weird. What caused that? I didn't take any damage, I don't think. Strange. I'll put a torch back here anyway, just in case a creeper did spawn and somehow I didn't take damage from it. I'll have to look back at the footage. Anyway, I'll see you when we get to spawn, because it'll take a little while. Okay, we're here. After walking for a bit, we're finally here. And this entrance isn't bad. Coming through from here isn't bad. Coming through from there is absolutely terrifying. Let me show you. So, this is a nether roof portal, because most of the server has their portals on the roof, and I don't, because I never set it up. But this is a bubble stream to go up. There's no bubble stream to go down. There's just that little puddle of water. So if you don't have an elytra, it's a very scary drop. Not to mention, but let's go check out some of these shops. 4 diamonds per shulker. Shulker. Dude, this is kind of lit. But this is what I mean. I'm gonna build a little lake here so that the people jumping down from up there don't have to worry about it. And it works, trust me. I did the drop once. And it's the most terrifying thing in the world. So we're just gonna build a little pond right here. That way we don't have to worry about dying. And it looks like it'll be fine. Okay. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna put that on the other side of the portal. So let's see if Cakes can mine up this chest. And we'll just go around like this. And if you've never seen me make a pond, it's super easy. You start kind of in the corner, and I'll show you the easiest way. You map out the size you want in a square. So I'm gonna go for probably, and then you'll just make a square. Okay. And then fill it in with water. There's other ways to do this, but like I don't normally make a square and then go from there. It's just an easy way to do it for beginners. And we're just gonna fill the quartz in right here, since it'll match that way. And then these slabs right there. And we'll throw the extra slabs back here, since I don't know what else to do with it. But now that you have your square, you're gonna wanna take some of your dirt and just kind of fill in kind of like that. And since this is kind of like the exit spot, we will get rid of those pants. Do that. And then I'm thinking a little bit like this and like that. And this nice little small pond. And then just for those doubters, you can go like that. And take a bucket and fill in those spots, because it won't fill in by itself. Might as well take one of those quartz blocks and put it in right here, since that's covered up anyway. But there you go. Now it's nice and pretty. And if we go up here, it won't be as scary to drop down. Because as you can see, instead of being a 1x1 to a 2x2, it's actually like a lake, and when you drop down, you're like, oh, I can easily spot it. I just picked up a hoe. But yeah, it could do with being a little bit bigger, but I don't know what this pillar here is for, and I don't want to get in the way of anyone's builds. There's also a bed here. If I didn't have this pillar here, I would definitely like build the pond a little bit bigger. It's kind of embarrassing how small it is, but I didn't want to get in people's way, so it'll have to do. Since I'm here anyway with dirt, I might as well do some construction on creeper holes. I wonder if these flowers were ill-gotten from my biome. I'm not gonna complain, but it would be funny if it was. 1 stack for 1 diamond. Nice. I might have to come back here. Anyway, it sucks that I died, but there's nothing I can do about it. I am kind of glad I did, because now the stress of surviving is off my shoulders. But still, it's a bit annoying. Next episode, though, we're for sure gonna start working on the cave base, and then possibly even the zombie grinder. I think that'd be a lot of fun and super useful. But remember, guys, stay awesome, stay dreaming, and hit that like button. Have a good evening, everyone.